There are moments in life when one sentence, just a few simple words, can rebuild the confidence you thought you had lost forever. This story is about a young man named Ethan who nearly gave up on everything: his job, his dreams, his English, and even himself. And the surprising part? His entire life changed because of one English phrase that he learned in the most unexpected moment of his life. A phrase so simple, so powerful, that after today, it will become your weapon too. Ethan had been living in the United States for 8 months. He came from a small town 6,000 miles away with one dream: to build a new life through hard work and good English. But dreams don't always welcome you politely. Sometimes they test you first. At the supermarket where he worked, the American customers spoke so fast that he felt as if every sentence was a punch he couldn't dodge. Their words blended into a blur. His heart raced every time someone asked him something. He practiced English every night, repeating phrases again and again, hoping tomorrow would be easier. But tomorrow didn't get easier. Not until the day everything fell apart. It was a cold Monday morning, the kind where the sky looks tired and people walk a little faster. Ethan was arranging cereal boxes on aisle 7, humming to himself to ease the stress. Suddenly, a woman tapped him on the shoulder. "Excuse me," she said. Her voice was sharp, but not rude. "Can you tell me where I can find the almond flour?" Ethan froze. His brain screamed. His tongue felt heavy. His thoughts tangled into knots. He knew the answer. He had passed that shelf 3 times today, but the words did not come out. The woman waited. He panicked. His face burned. His hands shook. All he managed to whisper was, I don't know. Sorry. Maybe another person?" The woman nodded politely and left. But the moment she walked away, something inside Ethan broke. Right there between the cereal boxes and coffee jars, he crouched down and covered his face with his hands. He wasn't crying. He was collapsing. Not because of almond flour, but because he felt like a failure. "Why can't I speak?" he whispered to himself. "Why can't I be confident? Why am I like this?" That was the moment his manager, Mr. Jacobs, saw him. And that was the moment everything began to change. Mr. Jacobs was in his mid-50s, with the calm face of someone who had seen thousands of broken souls walk through life and had learned how to talk to them gently. He knelt beside Ethan. "Hey," he said softly, "take a deep breath." Ethan wiped his face, embarrassed. "I'm sorry. I didn't understand the customer. I ruined everything. I'm just not good enough." Mr. Jacobs shook his head. "Listen to me, Ethan. You didn't ruin anything. You're learning. And learning is never a mistake." But Ethan didn't believe him. The weight of shame was too heavy. So Mr. Jacobs asked, "Can I teach you one phrase?" Ethan looked up. "A phrase?" "Yes," Mr. Jacobs smiled. "A phrase that will save you every single time you feel unsure, scared, or stuck." Ethan nodded slowly. "Say this," the manager whispered, "whenever you need time to think, or when you don't understand something completely." And then he taught Ethan the phrase. It sounded simple, almost too simple. But the manager explained, "This phrase gives you power. It buys you time. It shows confidence. It tells people you're responsible, not confused. It gives you control." Ethan repeated it. "Let me get back to you on that." The words felt warm in his mouth, steady, confident, calm. Something inside him shifted. For the first time, Ethan felt like maybe, just maybe, he wasn't failing. Maybe he just needed tools. Maybe he needed words that protected him instead of exposing him. The very next day, destiny tested him again. A tall man approached Ethan near the milk section. "Hey buddy, do you know if you guys carry lactose-free yogurt?" Ethan felt the old fear rise. the panic, the freezing. But this time, he remembered the phrase. Before fear could paralyze him, he gently smiled and said, "Let me get back to you on that." His voice didn't shake his hands, didn't tremble. His mind stayed clear. The man nodded confidently. "Sure, take your time." Ethan checked his inventory sheet, found the exact location, and returned. "It's right here, sir." The man smiled. "Thanks, you're really helpful." For the first time in America, Ethan felt proud. He hadn't run away. He hadn't broken down. He hadn't failed. He had survived the moment. And then, he had won it. Something changed in the days that followed. Every time a customer asked something difficult, every time he felt unsure, every time his mind froze, he used the phrase, "Let me get back to you on that." And the magic happened every time customers respected him. His manager complimented him. His coworkers admired his calmness. It was as if that one sentence had unlocked a hidden strength inside him. His confidence grew in small waves. One phrase, one conversation, one brave moment at a time. One late afternoon, when the store was almost closing, the same woman who had asked for almond flour months ago returned. She recognized him. "Oh, hi," she said. "You're the almond flour guy." Ethan tensed for a moment, but something inside him was different now. He smiled. "Yes, I remember. How can I help you today?" She blinked, surprised at his confidence. "I'm looking for gluten-free bread. Any idea where it might be?" Without fear, Ethan said, "Let me get back to you on that." He checked quickly, then returned with the correct aisle number. The woman smiled warmly. "You've improved a lot," she said. "You speak very confidently now." It was just one sentence, but to Ethan, it felt like winning a marathon. That night, while lying in bed, Ethan thought deeply about everything. How one phrase had changed his entire life. How one sentence had saved him from panic, shame, and collapse. How one small tool gave him the courage to keep going. He whispered to himself, "Confidence doesn't come from knowing everything. It comes from knowing how to handle the moments when you don't." He realized something beautiful. You don't need perfect English. You don't need perfect words. You just need the right words at the right moment. And sometimes, one phrase is enough. Here's the phrase again. Let me get back to you on that. Use it. When? You need time to think. You didn't fully understand the question. You're unsure about the answer. You're nervous in front of people. You need to confirm information. You want to sound confident and professional. This phrase saves you, protects you, buys you time, makes you look responsible, shows you're confident, not confused, gives you control in difficult moments. Ethan used it to survive his hardest days. You can use it too. Never forget this. Your confidence is not built in one day, but it grows every time you refuse to give up. Every time you choose calm over panic. Every time you stand your ground. Every time you speak, even with fear. Your English becomes stronger. Your life becomes stronger. And if you ever feel stuck, if words disappear, if your mind freezes, just say, "Let me get back to you on that." Because sometimes, one phrase is enough to save your confidence, every single time.